Welcome back to Stoic Mindset Wisdom, where we explore the hidden connections between the mind, the body, the soul of a man. Let me begin with a question. What? If I told you that one of the most important signs of your overall health isn't written in your face, your muscles, or even your energy levels, but in a part of your body most men feel uncomfortable talking about? For centuries, philosophers, physicians, and even warriors understood a truth that we often neglect today. The penis is more than just a reproductive organ. It is a mirror and honest, unfiltered barometer of a man's physical strength, his emotional balance, and even his mental clarity. Think about it. Okay, man can put on muscle, fake confidence, or even wear the best suit in the room. But when it comes to the most private, most personal part of his being, there is no faking. Blood flow is poor if stress is overwhelming. The body is out of balance. The penis speaks the truth. And yet this truth is often ignored. Why? Because men are taught from a young age to either laugh about it, boast about it, or hide it in shame. Rarely do we look at it with respect as an indicator of our deeper health and mindset. In today's video, we are going to peel back the layers of this neglected topic and explore what the penis truly needs to remain healthy. Not just biologically, but psychologically. Because a man's sexual health is inseparable from his overall well-being. We'll explore how blood circulation and heart health directly shape performance. Why testosterone balance is far more than just manhood. The hidden impact of stress, anxiety, and depression on erections. The role of emotional intimacy and communication in sustaining desire. And the most overlooked truth of all, how the way you live your life, your choices, habits, and mindset literally shapes your sexual health. But here's the twist. As we unpack these truths, you'll see that this isn't just about sexual performance. It's about something much bigger: your identity as a man. Because if your body whispers warnings and you ignore them, what else are you ignoring? Stay with me until the end, because what we uncover here might change how you see yourself and what it truly means to remain healthy as a man. Part 1. The foundation. Blood flow and the warrior's heartlets. Start with the most basic, yet most powerful truth. An erection is not magic, it is blood flow to the ancient Greeks. The word erectus symbolized not just sexual readiness, but vitality. They saw it as a sign that the warrior's heart was strong, his body alive with circulation, his energy unbled. Modern science agrees. An erection is essentially a vascular event. Blood fills the penile tissue, trapped under pressure, creating rigidity. Without strong circulation, nothing else matters. This is why erectile dysfunction is often one of the earliest warning signs of heart disease. Doctors today call the penis the canary in the coal mine for cardiovascular health. If your arteries are clogged with cholesterol, if you're a smoker, shrinking your blood vessels, if you spend your days sitting, starving your muscles of oxygen, your penis will tell the truth long before your doctor does. And here lies the Stoic insight. To care for your sexual health is to care for your entire body. But let's get deeper. When blood flow is compromised, what else is compromised? Energy, focus, strength, the ability to recover. It's the very qualities that define masculine vitality. So ask yourself, is my lifestyle keeping my blood moving? Or is it slowly strangling my circulation? The warrior of the past knew the answer. He walked, he trained, he breathed deeply. His life was movement, not stillness. Today we live in a world of screens, chairs, and stress. The price is not just poor health, it is silent decline. But here's where the tension builds. Blood flow is only the beginning. Even if your circulation is perfect, there's another force at play. One that silently rises and falls within you every day. One that can fuel your drive or steal it without. Warning, that force is hormonal balance. Part 2. The invisible fuel. Testosterone and the decline of men. Every man knows the word. Testosterone. But few truly understand what it means. It's easy to think of testosterone as just the sex hormone. The thing that drives libido, erections, and masculinity. But it's much more. It is the invisible fuel of manhood. It shapes your mood. It regulates your energy. It strengthens your bones and muscles. It fuels your ambition, your focus, and your courage. When testosterone is high, men feel alive, bold, purposeful. When it falls too low, the world feels heavier, motivation fades, and even desire withers. But here's the modern tragedy. Testosterone levels in men today are lower than at any point in recorded history. Why? Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol. The enemy of testosterone, poor sleep, robs the body of nightly recovery. Processed diets spike insulin and disrupt hormonal balance. Excess body fat converts testosterone into estrogen. This decline is not just biological. Because when a man feels his drive fading, he questions himself. He doubts his power, loses confidence not just in the bedroom, but in life itself. And so the cycle deepens. But testosterone, like blood flow, is not just about biology, it is about mindset and discipline. Exercise, sleep, nutrition, stress mastery, these are not luxuries. They're the foundations of masculine health. Yet even here, even with strong blood flow and balanced hormones, there remains one more silent enemy. An enemy not of the body, but of the mind. And this is where most men are caught off guard. Because no matter how healthy, how strong, how youthful you are, if your mind is consumed by fear, doubt, or pressure, your body will betray you. This is the realm of psychogenic erectile dysfunction, where the battlefield is not in the veins, but in the thoughts. Part 3, the mind's trap, anxiety, depression, and the silent saboteur. Here's a truth most men never hear. The mind can paralyze the body more completely than disease ever could. Think of this, a man with healthy arteries, a man with good testosterone levels, a man in his physical prime, and yet, in the moment of intimacy, he struggles. Not because his body is broken, but because his mind has betrayed him. This is called psychogenic erectile dysfunction, performance failure, rooted not in biology, but in psychology. And it is far more common than men admit. Why? Because men are under silent pressure, pressure to perform, pressure to be a man, pressure to never show weakness. The irony. That very pressure suffocates arousal. When the brain is flooded with anxiety, the nervous system shifts into survival mode, what science calls the fight-or-flight response. Blood leaves the reproductive system and rushes to the muscles, preparing for danger. Your body isn't thinking about intimacy, it's thinking about survival. Now, add depression to the mix, the silent weight many men carry without ever speaking of it. Depression dampens dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. Without dopamine, desire fades. Without desire, performance falters. And here lies the cruelest twist. When a man experiences this once, he begins to expect failure. His mind rehearses disaster before the moment even arrives. This creates a vicious loop. Fear of failure gives performance. Performance drops, gives fear, grows stronger grows stronger, gives failure, repeats, and the cycle becomes self-fulfilling. But here's the stoic truth. The battle of the mind is winnable. A man who learns to detach from outcomes, to focus not on performance but on presence, can break free. A man who embraces vulnerability rather than hiding from it discovers that intimacy is not about control, it's about connection. Which brings us to the next overlooked foundation of male sexual health. Part 4, the forgotten fuel, emotional safety and connection. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Have you ever considered that your best sexual health doesn't come from physical strength, but from emotional safety? For many men, this sounds counterintuitive, even weak. After all, masculinity is about independence, isn't it? About control, about dominance, about never needing anyone. But the reality is this. Men who feel emotionally connected, trusted, and safe with their partners report stronger arousal, longer-lasting erections, and deeper satisfaction. Why? Because sex is not merely a physical act, it is a psychological dance. When a man feels safe, he can relax. When he relaxes, blood flows freely. When blood flows freely, performance follows naturally. On the other hand, when he feels judged, disconnected, or unsupported, his body shuts down. This is why communication matters. Men who speak openly about their needs, fears, and desires with their partners often find themselves not only more satisfied sexually, but more at peace within themselves. Think about that. Emotional intimacy is not weakness. It is strength. It is the courage to show your truth without fear of rejection. But there's more. Beyond connection lies a practice even more primal, or biological one that men often ignore until it's too late. Part 5. Use it or lose. Why the penis needs activity. Here is a biological fact that surprises many men. The penis needs activity to stay healthy. Just as muscles shrink without use, the tissues of the penis lose elasticity and strength without regular erections. Blood vessels weaken, nerve sensitivity dulls, and over time, difficulties arise. This doesn't mean constant sexual activity. It simply means that the body thrives on regular stimulation and circulation. Erections themselves are a form of exercise, stretching tissues, oxygenating blood, and preserving elasticity. This is why studies suggest that men who maintain regular sexual activity or even regular arousal experience fewer erectile difficulties later in life. It is the same principle the Stoics taught about discipline.